Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to Template Thursday. Oh my goodness, I can hardly believe we are already at the very last template in our annual catalog 2024, template number 22. I've got my card box here. I call this my pattern box, and it's filled with all of the templates that we've made. It's like busting, right? And I am so excited because I love to be able to flip through that when I need some inspiration. I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know where to start, right? So this gives me that starting place. So without further ado, let's start on template number 22 for today's Template Thursday. Okay, so I've got my annual catalog here, my 2024 annual catalog, and it is almost getting ready for us to change to our new catalog, and I've actually got it here. Oh my goodness, I can hardly wait to show you guys this and to send one to you. So if you need a catalog, please let me know and I will be happy to put you on my mailing list. I can't yet open the inside, but let me tell you, it's filled with all kinds of fun. So we are on template number 22, the very last one in this year's annual catalog. So we've already done template 1 through 21 here. And they aren't numbered in the catalog. I just numbered them for myself and for you guys so you can follow along. But if you've missed any of our previous ones, you can find them all on my blog at stampinqueenbee.com. There is a Template Thursday section and we've got all of those on there, as well as on my YouTube, there is a Template Thursday playlist. So don't worry, this isn't our last Template Thursday. As soon as the new catalog launches, there are some new fun templates in it as well. And so we will start on those as soon as launch day comes. But template number 22 is what we're going to be focusing on today. So let me pull in my parts and pieces. As always, I've got a basic white card base for us. We've got our layer number 1 here. We need 2, we'll call it layer 2, right? Some 2 squares and 2 mats for those squares. We also need a banner piece, and then here are our measurements here. So if you want to grab a screenshot, let me just make sure everything's in there for us. So card sketch number 22, we've got our base, we've got layer number 1, which is 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. We've got 2 squares. I used some DSP for this one, and those are 1 3/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch. And then we need 2 mats for those squares that are 2 by 2. And then our banner is 1/2 inch by 3 1/4 inches. Now, I'm going to give you a Tracy tip. Go ahead and take your screenshot of that if you need it. But instead of measuring out all my squares, I did a little switcheroo and I actually used some dies. So Stylish Shapes dies are one of my very favorite nesting dies, and they are carrying over. I'm so excited. So I actually used this second from the smallest square, which gave me these. And then one up from that, the third from the smallest, gave me these. And they were both really close to these measurements of 1 3/4 and 2. So that is my little tip for those. I love any kind of die sets that nest like those Stylish Shapes. I think they're a total must-have, and I know you all hear me say that often. So let's get started. So I'm going to move this to the side. So I've just got some liquid adhesive, and we're just going to go ahead and start adhering all of our pieces together. So we've got our first layer here, and we're just going to make sure top and bottom have even and left and right are about the same even. So we're just kind of centering that onto our base. The next thing that I liked to do with this is to add my squares to my squares. So we're just going to glue these. You'll see in my example what I did with popping some of this stuff up. Got a little extra glue there. That's okay. The good thing about this glue is it dries clear. So if we ever add just a little too much, well, it will dry clear and no one will know, right? Okay, so then we're gonna take these pieces and we're going to add them to our base here, and we're gonna kind of add them at diagonal. So we're gonna put one at the top, just like so. Then we're gonna take our second one, add our adhesive, and put it towards the bottom. We're gonna leave that middle space for our banner. So we're just kind of putting them at opposite angles there. Now, before we glue down our banner, we're gonna give it an angled edge. So we're just gonna take our paper snips, and at one of the corners, we're just going to snip that. I missed the corner there. So we're just gonna snip it so it's at an angle. And then you would stamp your sentiment there. We're just gonna add our glue. And we'll just put this right in the middle here. So you can have this hang over your edge. You could have it right on the edge. You could pop any of those pieces up. But that is our easy and wowy card sketch template number 22. Let's just get in a little bit closer so you can see all of that. Now the paper, before I share with you the finished card, the paper that I used today is from the Marbled Elegance paper. And so it's these beautiful bright pinks and reds. Got Melon Mambo, real red, some gold flecks in there. I think it's just beautiful, beautiful paper. So that is the paper that I used on my template here and also on my finished card. So here is the finished card. You can see I actually popped up the center squares. I popped up my sentiment. Of course, I added some Wink of Stella and our sentiment there. Our sentiment, I appreciate you, is from our Thoughtful Wishes stamp set here at the top. I love that I appreciate you, because I really do. I really do appreciate each and every one of you who watch and like and comment. I read and respond to every single one. I think you guys are awesome for just being here. So if you want to grab another screenshot of that, you can. And these beautiful gold, let me get closer real quick. These beautiful gold embellishments there. Look, they kind of match my nails. Those are the druzy embellishments. I love those. The druzy, they're like these gems. They sparkle so well. Gold and silver, I love those. So grab your screenshot of that if you need to. And let me come back and just say, oh my goodness, thank you for joining me for all 22 of our Template Thursdays. It's been so fun to see what you guys are doing with these templates. I love when you email me or post and tag me and share your creations. I think it's so fun when I can inspire you and then you can inspire me, and the circle just goes on and on. It's just so very fun. So I will be back with the new catalog launch on Template Thursdays to continue the fun and to continue growing our idea box, right? Our pattern box full of fun that we can flip through whenever we're needing some of that inspiration. Have a great Thursday, everyone. Bye-bye.